Content warning: there are discussions of sexual violence in this video. Please take care. You might have heard about this idiot who is on the run in Korea. Koreans have been beating him up every time they see him on the street. Why? Because he live-streamed dancing on and touching a statue of a girl inappropriately. But why did his actions make an entire nation this angry? The statue was in memory of comfort women. During the dark days of World War II, a haunting chapter unfolded across Asia. Hundreds of thousands of women and girls from Korea, China, the Philippines, and other territories occupied by Imperial Japan were forced into sexual slavery by the Japanese military, enduring unimaginable suffering and trauma. They, women and girls, were referred to as comfort women. The origins of this system trace back to the early 1930s, but it wasn't until the full-scale invasion of China in 1937 that the practice expanded rapidly. The Japanese military, facing high rates of sexual violence among their troops, viewed the establishment of military brothels as a means to control the soldiers' behavior and prevent diseases. Women were abducted or coerced with false promises of work. Many were just children ripped from their families and thrust into a life of terror and abuse. They were kept in horrific conditions, often subjected to rapid daily assaults and brutality. Survival was a slim hope. Many comfort women didn't live to see the end of the war. Those who did survive bore deep physical and psychological scars, compounded by the stigma and silence surrounding their experiences. In the decades following the war, these women were largely forgotten by history. It wasn't until the 1990s that survivors began to come forward, demanding recognition and justice for their suffering. One voice that rose from the silence was that of Kim Hak-sun, a Korean survivor. In 1991, she courageously spoke out, breaking a silence that had lasted nearly 50 years. Her testimony ignited a movement leading to a global outcry and demands for accountability from the Japanese government. Despite overwhelming evidence and testimonies, Japan refuses to take any responsibility regarding this issue. Efforts for reparations and formal apologies have seen limited progress, leaving many survivors and their families still seeking closure. These brave women's stories are a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the importance of bearing witness to history's darkest chapters. Unlike that idiot streamer, let us honor and remember their suffering by striving for a future where such atrocities are never repeated.